Good morning, everyone. Is there anybody out there? Okay. Great to see everybody out this morning. Appreciate you coming out. We held off on the rain for you till a little bit later, but then you got to put up with it the rest of the week from what we understand. So when you go home tonight and turn on your TV, just get ready to hear alert day, alert day, alert day, alert day the rest of the week. But if you would, please stand and we'll have the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance and get started. If you would, bow your heads with me. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to all come together here and meet and celebrate some wonderful things in our community and some wonderful people and the work they do for this community and for this chamber. Thank you for the continued blessings. We ask for more safety and healing and health in this pandemic. We've already lost folks in our community this year and even recently. And please look over us and go with us as we go back to our homes and our businesses safely. In your name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. First thing I'd like to do is recognize the Blue Rooster back there. Hold up your hand. As usual, another outstanding breakfast and everybody's favorite, I don't know what you call that with the blueberries in it, but French toast casserole. He's got it right. So we might have to have that every week or every meeting. Just that. We don't have to have all the other stuff. I'd also like to thank all of our sponsors. In the interest of time this morning, we just want to say thank you to all of we have several major sponsors, and we're going to kind of move through this program pretty rapidly this morning, we hope. As far as the overall chamber report is concerned, obviously we're still dealing with our concerns and recent spikes in COVID-19. I think there is some news, though, that we may be turning the corner, at least nationally, and hopefully the same way here in our Blythewood community. As a matter of fact, we lost a longtime supporter of this chamber. Mr. Larry Sharp's wife, Eileen, passed away last week. And obviously they've been great supporters of this chamber, done great things in our community. And I think Larry and Eileen were married, I think, for 54 years, if I remember seeing that correctly. And so our hearts and prayers go out to Larry and his family. Apparently she was an angel of a person, and those of you who know Larry know that that's true. She took care of him for a lot of years and her entire family. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And also we'd like to salute our community for their support of local businesses during this pandemic and hopefully moving forward after the pandemic. The Shop Local program on our website and Facebook pages, as well as on the inside back cover of each week's Country Chronicle, including an article and spotlight on a particular business. The first cycle of 17 of those printings has now taken place. A new cycle of weekly schedules of local featured businesses starts this week with Blythewood General Store being featured. So please take the time to look on our website or check out the Country Chronicle and continue to support these businesses as we go through this. We've reformed the Downtown Merchants Committee. Former Mayor Mike Ross and James Reimer of Blythewood Feed and Hardware are leading that effort. They met on January 20th. And the next quarterly meeting is on April 21st. And then also the Industry Partners Committee met on February 4th, and that next quarterly meeting is May 6th. Joe Bernard's heading that up for us, doing a fantastic job. We've got a lot of good momentum and synergy going on with the industry and all the businesses in this community. And the chamber, I think, really is taking the lead and fulfilling the role that a chamber should when it comes to those types of things that need to go on in your community. Town Council and Planning Commission held a joint meeting last week addressing goals and issues in the next 2 to 3 years and rewrite of the town comprehensive and master plans. Residents and citizens surveys to be sent out sometime in March. The mayor, former mayor, however you like to be called, this is obviously a big deal for the town of Blythewood. It's the first time something this large has been taken on that needed to be taken on, especially the rewriting of the master plan. So we all know that when we look around us and see what all that's going on in Blythewood and in our surrounding community, that there's a lot of things that need to be addressed. So hopefully we will all look at that and take part in it. Don't be bashful in expressing your views and what you think is important for your business and your family. Community reports. We need to keep these under 1 minute. Joe, your timing, okay? I don't have a list here, but I know generally our folks that do that, the town of Blythewood, do we have somebody that wants to speak for the town this morning? Pardon me? I heard something. Okay. All righty. Richland 2, I think I saw Maria. Oh, thank you. Richland County Sheriff's Department. Do we have a report from the Sheriff's Department? Would just like to say that everybody who's here this morning has not been held up this week, thanks to the Sheriff's Department. Okay, Chris Kiefer, County. Thank you, Chris. Bravo Blythewood. Anybody here representing Bravo Blythewood? Our Historical Society. I know they're continuing to do their work on the home over there with the museum that they've added and a lot of things going on with the refurbishing of the physical presence over there. So please keep them in mind as they go through that work. Did I leave anybody out? Anybody that normally gives a report? Yes, sir. Great, thank you. And I think we're up now for, well, I need to mention February is Black History Month, hosted by the Historical Society. So even though they're not here, I'm sure they would have mentioned that as we go through the month of February. And there's a reprint now. The Blythewood Visitor's Guide is out. There's copies here today. So please take advantage of taking a copy home with you. And I think we're ready, Aaron, for Happy Dollars. These dollars are matched by your chamber for our scholarship award. Is that Amy? I can't see. Oh, thank you, Amy. Anybody else? Awesome. I think I saw where y'all got some nice grants here recently. Good. That's wonderful. And have increased your virtual learning. That's what I need. I've virtually forgotten everything that I ever learned. All right. Thank you.
Oh, God. Hey, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, Lord, I hope I got something less than 20. Oh, here we go. Here's 2 for Friday. Pecan grower.
Thank you. Just because. That was the answer my mother always gave when she told me to do something. Just because I said so. Thank you, Ed. Aaron, I've got one. I think it's actually appropriate that I follow that up, Ed, with a report. I know some of you have been kind of following what was going on with my 91-year-old mom. We almost lost her a week ago. Her heart stopped on her, and we were able to get her to the hospital in Raleigh. They put in a pacemaker, and apparently she's not even having to use it, so that's a good thing. But then we found out in the hospital she has COVID, and she's got COPD, and tough old bird is just going right through that. Like, the symptoms are very mild, thank God. So all the prayers that y'all have put out for her have worked, and thank you so much. And hopefully she'll be spending some more money as she continues to to rest in the home. So thank the good Lord for that. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Phil. Yes, sir. Well, we're here today to do this special program because we had to cancel for this year our annual gala, which we were kind of all looking forward to. It's been fun the last 3 or 4 years that we've done that. I think the community has really wrapped their arms around that event. They love to get out and socialize, but this is not a year to socialize, as we well know. So hopefully we'll be bringing that back in due course next year, right after the first of the year, and get that back on track, because we don't want to lose the momentum that that particular event gave the chamber and gave the community as we all got together and celebrated some wonderful businesses and some wonderful people. But we wanted to continue that part of it. So that's what this program this morning is really all about, is about the people that support this chamber and support this community and support jobs that they provide and the whole 9 yards. It's just amazing, some of the things that they do each and every day. And so at this time, we're going to start this process, and as you come up to receive your award, just know that there's not one. It didn't get here. But Phil, as he usually does, saves the day and has provided a plaque that we want to give everybody that win these awards. And then the other stuff is on a FedEx truck coming out of the northern part of the United States. Or, is that what you told me? Oh, got snowed in, yeah. Okay, as you come up, we'd like for you to obviously accept the award, but take a few minutes or an extra minute or two for any comments that you want to make, or staff. I think Sandy's got staff with her, and there may be others that have brought guests with them for this, so please introduce them when you get a chance to come up. And so the first person we want to recognize is our Business Person of the Year, and that is Sandy Kahn with State Farm. The result of the counting of all the nomination votes, and these are submitted by fellow chamber members. So this is what your fellow chamber members think of you, Sandy. Greater Blythewood of Commerce 2020 Business Person of the Year. Leadership, business growth, and community service are elements of the criteria for consideration in selecting this winner. Comments and accolades or responses from her peers make reference to, during the 2020 pandemic, her numerous donations and assistance with care packages and family picnics for healthcare workers at Prisma Health, Word of Victory Church, backpacks, and e-learning sessions at Camp Discovery. And that's just to name a few of the things that she's doing each and every day behind the scenes during this pandemic. Her leadership and commitment she makes through her agency and staff are tireless in their support of our DOCO Rodeo, as well as numerous other events. Her dedication and always volunteering her time for scholarship interviews and selections, Downtown Merchants panelists, as well as every function and outreach of her Chamber of Commerce. The commitment and the significant 2020 investment made in the construction of her new office on Blythewood Road is a beautiful landmark of our community and a tribute to what she does every day. This honor of 2020 Business Person of the Year is truly earned and deserved. Thank you, Sandy. Okay.
I am humbled, I'm honored, and I'm gratified to be the 2020 Business Person of the Year. This means a lot to me. I want to say thank you to everyone who voted for me. I will continue to do what I do. For me, I want my life to be fulfilling by giving back to my community. I live here in Blythewood, and I love it. I live here in this community, and I serve it. And my business is here. I'm grateful for everyone who has supported us to make it successful. I also want to recognize my staff who is here with me today. That's Andrea. Andrea is my office manager. Haley, account, insurance, LaShawn, and Samantha. Thank you all. Whenever we're volunteering, if I can't be there, one of them is always available to be helping in the community. And I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandy. I would like to mention, after we've given out all the awards, all you award recipients, please come back up. We want to get a group picture when this is all complete. Okay. Small Business of the Year. We got lucky this year. We didn't just have one small business win. We had two. We actually had a tie in the number of votes. And so I got a call one night about 10:30. Woke me up. I was watching my favorite show. So it's like, what do we do about this? And it's like, I thought about the old parable in the Bible with Solomon about splitting the baby apart. And I said, no, that's not going to work. So we wanted to recognize two co-winner businesses this morning. And the first one on the list here is Doco Smoke Barbecue. Tony and Chris. The entrepreneurial spirit, business growth, and community impact are elements of the criteria listed for consideration in selecting this winner. Comments and accolades or responses from their peers make reference to the 2020 pandemic hitting no one harder than the food service industry and the ability of Doco Smoke Barbecue owners Chris and Tony Kraut to roll with the punches and being the face of the Blythewood community, as well as sponsoring and assisting numerous causes and fundraisers, Westwood High Football, Blythewood High Baseball, and track teams, Ryan Fleming Memorial Scholarship, Camp Adam Fisher, the Big Red Barn Retreat, and that's only a few of the things that they've represented and helped. They were instrumental and tireless in organizing the very successful inaugural Doco Rib Fest cook-off in the park, as well as numerous other events. They have built the Doco Smoke Barbecue brand, which, to their credit, has become synonymous with the name of Blythewood and a landmark of our community. This honor of 2020 Small Business of the Year is truly earned and deserved. Thank you, Tony and Chris.
Those who know me know that I have no public speaking skills at all, so just thank you to everybody that has supported us through this crazy past year. And we're doing some remodeling, excited to show what we got coming up with our little market and everything. So y'all come and see us.
Thank you. And our next recognition is with great pleasure and as a result of counting all of the votes submitted by fellow chamber members. Greater Blythewood Chamber of Commerce 2020 Small Business of the Year selection is Regal Prince with Jerry and Eileen Regal. Again, the criteria for this award is entrepreneurial spirit, business growth, and community impact. Peers make reference to comments and accolades in their selecting Regal Prince to their outstanding customer service, production quality of affordable work in a timely manner, that Eileen and Jerry Riga and their staff are never too busy for a phone call to discuss any product needs or to reference alternatives. Although Regal Prince has grown significantly, both in volume and customer base, they have never wavered from their dedication to the complete satisfaction of each individual customer or project as core value in building their business. They work tirelessly to ensure customer satisfaction and have built the Regal Prince brand to be a true example of the rewards of doing business with your local business owner. This honor of 2020 Small Business of the Year is truly earned and deserved. Regal Prince.
I just work there. She runs the place. Obviously, thank you. You know, sometimes you never know how things are going until somebody tells you it's going pretty good. So, again, thank you. And certainly for the staff. We've got a great group of people working for us, and that's really what makes the difference. You know, like I said, I just work there and kind of empty the garbage and do the trash, and they do all the good stuff. So I want to thank everybody, and if we can do more, just bring it on. Thank you.
If you've never been to their shop, I certainly encourage you to go down and take a look at that, because you would not believe what all's in there, and how they know how to use that is amazing to me. I wouldn't even know where the buttons were to turn the things on, but they produce a tremendous volume of work. I remember when I first met them and what they were doing, and the impressive thing then was how much they helped our chamber. Every time you call, they might have thousands of other things to do ahead of us, but they would get it done, and get it done in a timely fashion, except for getting the awards here. There's always a but. Okay. Our next award is the 2020 Chamber Large Business of the Year. With great pleasure that as a result of counting all the nomination votes submitted by fellow chamber members and peers, we announce that the Greater Blythewood Chamber of Commerce 2020 Large Business of the Year selection is Charter Next Films. All right, we got a crowd today. The elements of the criteria for this are leadership, business growth, and community impact. Since deciding to locate their production facility in Blythewood, Charter Next Films has become exemplary of a true industry and business partner with the Blythewood community. The effects of the 2020 pandemic are another example of their commitment, where the rapid growth of their company has relied heavily on local staffing and retention. The impact of these local hiring and training practices and the resultant investment in our community will truly be felt for many years to come. Charter Next Films leaders and staff have been extremely supportive of and have taken the lead in sponsoring and implementing numerous community functions and activities, especially for this chamber. This honor of 2020 Large Business of the Year is truly earned and deserved. Thank you. Rafer, I don't know if you want to be the only one to speak or not.
Good morning. Thank you so much for this award. I'm very honored. We are very honored. It's very special to me because I actually grew up 5 minutes down the road from here, so I feel like I've kind of hit the jackpot. I get to work for an awesome company that supports the chamber in this community, and just very thankful to receive this award today. Thank you.
I want to add, we've got an extremely important guest, Mark. I'll give you the Paisan version, Kakio. He's come from Mansfield, Ohio. He's representing from up there in visit today. Welcome, Mark.
Just another fine example of how our chamber sponsors tourism. You can stay as long as you want. Okay. I think this is our last award, but obviously still extremely important to our community and our chamber. It's with great pleasure that as a result of counting all the nomination votes submitted by fellow chamber members and peers, we announce the Greater Blythewood Chamber of Commerce 2020 Community Service Award selection is Michaela Barno. Congratulations, Michaela. Leadership and community impact are elements of the criteria listed for consideration in selecting this winner. Comments and accolades of responses from their peers make reference to her commitment to the development and success of the Blythewood Farmers Market. And particularly during 2020 pandemic, this effort has been a beacon of light in providing local alternatives when shortages of many items were prevalent in numerous normal distribution outlets. Face of Blythewood community. Michaela has been tireless in her dedication to the success of the Blythewood Farmers Market, and her labor and love shows in ever-increasing popularity of additional vendors and weekly patrons. This wonderful farmers market dedicated to local vendors and artisans, to her credit, has become synonymous with the name of Blythewood and a landmark of our community. This honor of 2020 Community Service Award is truly earned and deserved. Congratulations, Michaela.
We had hand sanitizer, though. A local CBD oil manufacturer in Lugoff actually switched up their lines and started making hand sanitizer, and we did sell that. And it's an honor to represent small businesses like this company in Lugoff and give them an opportunity to come and sell. And I want to thank you all for this on behalf of those farmers whose livelihood is raising their livestock, and their livestock which sold out very quickly. So I'm sorry for those of you who are trying to shop in the summer, because in the spring you kind of wiped them out, which really made their year. So thank you for coming out and shopping and for giving me the opportunity to serve our farmers and our community in this way. Thanks.
If we could, real quick, we get all the winners back up for a group photo. Won't take but a second.
Everybody can just turn sideways and squeeze in the best you can. I know we're in protocol right now, but mask off, hold your breath. There you go. Squeeze in over here just a little bit, guys. All right, here we go. Just like that. Here we go, right there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it.
All right. Thank you again to all of our winners. Okay. Quick announcements about some upcoming events. This Saturday, February 13th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., we're going to have drive-through COVID testing and mask giveaway here at Doco Manor. This is being arranged by Councilman Derek Pugh. Derek's doing a good job getting these things set up, not just here, but in other locations around the county. Also, the second Doco Rib Fest cook-off in the park is scheduled for March 13th. Doco's, let's see, Broom Heating and Air has re-upped as the title sponsor, and we'll be reaching out for other sponsorships as we plan to repeat the success that we had in the inaugural event last year. Tony with Doco Smoke and Mayor Ross, I think, did a fantastic job getting that one set up last year, right in the very face of COVID's breakout. And the county and DHEC allowed us to do it. And with social distancing and everything else, this year's event looks like it's going to be even bigger and more successful than last year's event. So please come out and take advantage of that. And that's coming up, as I said, on March 13th. There'll be, actually Phil's going to have to cut it off at 60 teams, because I don't think we'd have room for any more than that, would we? Double the amount of ribs to be cooked. 50 vendors will be here in addition to that. And plans are underway for plenty of volunteers will be needed to help us out with that. And last but not least, Tom, we're going to have the Par 3 tournament again this year. And we're going to do that in May the 5th at Cobblestone. It's our third annual. And then the third annual Oktoberfest will be later in the year, October 2nd. So we've got a lot of events coming up. We need a lot of volunteer support and help, and we're looking forward to, as we go through the year, for this pandemic to have less and less impact on the things that we want to do in our Blythewood community. So with that, our next meeting is March 9th at 7 a.m. here in Doco Manor. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for what you did to support all of our local businesses and continue to do that. And thank you to all the winners for these very much deserved awards and what you did for our community to make all this happen. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bill? Sir? Oh, yeah, to-go plates and visitors' guides. Please take advantage of picking up a copy of the visitor's guide before you leave. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy.